All right, so we're looking at chapter 4, which is about length, weight, and capacity. So for 4.1, it's all about solving problems that involves measurement. So here we need to identify what do we use to find out what's the length, what we use to find out what's the weight, and what is capacity. So generally, length is a linear measurement where we're measuring a length. Means how far is one place from another. So that is the length. So you can use it to calculate or to measure width, depth, height, all of it will be under length. Weight will be about mass, which is how heavy something is. For example, a bag of rice is 10 kilograms, so on and so forth. And then last one is capacity, is how much you can put inside of something. This is internal, inside of a object. So we call this volume. So each and every one of them uses different measurements, and then it depends on how accurate you want it to be. You can use different measurements for those. For instance, length you can measure in centimeters, meters, kilometers, whereas weight you can measure in kilograms, grams, and capacity you can measure them in cubic centimeter, cubic meter, or even milliliter or liter. So first we're going to look at 4.1, how do we solve problem that involves measurement? So it says here a rose gold necklace weighs 20 grams. The necklace is made from 75% gold, 21% copper, and 4% silver. So that should add up to 100%. So what is the mass of copper in this necklace? So in this gold necklace, it weighs 20 kilograms. So we are looking for the copper. So we need to find out, because 21% is the copper. So in order to find how much does the copper weigh, we need to use 21% of the total weight, 20. So here we can get 42 over 10, which is 4.2 grams. This is how heavy the copper is. And then let's look at B. It says here, a bottle of medicine holds 0.3 liters. The instruction on the bottle says take 2 5 milliliter spoonfuls 4 times a day. How many days will a full bottle of medicine last? So we need to find out how much is the consumption per day. So 2 5 milliliter is 10 milliliters, and we need it for 4 times a day. So we need to take 40 milliliters per day. So we have 300 milliliter or 0.3 liters, which is equals to 0.3 multiplied by 1,000 to get how much milliliter that we have. We have 300 milliliter. So we need 40 milliliters per day. So we're just going to take 300 divided by 40. We should get 7 days with a leftover of 20 milliliters, because 7 times 4 is 280. Okay, this one here is the most important one where we need to look at the schedule. So this arrangement actually tells you how far apart are these places. For instance, it says here, the box shows the distance between Hull and Newcastle is 148 miles. So it means that from Hull to Newcastle, or Newcastle to Hull, either one, the distance between this town and this town is 148. So for this type of questions, we need to identify where they intersect with each other. For instance, Leeds goes down this way. If I want to find Leeds to York, York is here. So this one represents how far they are apart. So from York to Leeds, it is 25 miles apart. Okay, Birmingham to York. Okay, so you can see Birmingham, we go down all the way. York will come down here. Where do they intersect? Here. So distance between York and Birmingham is 132 miles. All right, so the closest distance is from Leeds to York, which is at 25 miles, and the furthest distance should be this 208. So in order to find out what is the distance between two places that are 208. So you just need to pull down Birmingham and then just draw another line here to show the intersection. It's between Birmingham and Newcastle. That's how you read the table here. So for instance, if they want you to identify the distance between Manchester and Leeds, so you just go Manchester, Leeds, and then where they intersect, 44. So Leeds is 44 miles away from Manchester.